ルーズベルトの演説が始まるようです。
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
Japanese government has deliberately sought to deceive the United States by false statements and expressions of hope for continued peace.
Indeed, 1 hour after Japanese air squadrons had commenced bombing in the American island of Oahu, the Japanese ambassador to the United States and his colleague
外務省は確かに
delivered
真珠湾攻撃が始まる30分前に最後通告をするようワシントンの日本大使館に指示したそうです。おそらく大使館員に不手際があったのではないかと。
アメリカの国民性から見てこれほど彼らを奮撃させるものはあるまい。
I ask that the Congress declare that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
How on earth were we caught sleeping in that way?
It appears the Navy assumed the Army was on full alert. The Army thought the Navy was maintaining air reconnaissance all around the island. I don't know where to pin the blame. You can be sure there'll be plenty who will pin it squarely on me.
They'll say you should have known.
And the ones who'll say it the loudest are the ones who screamed warmonger every time a new bomber rolled off the assembly line.
I am worried about the American Japanese, with feeling running so high against Japan itself. Someone's got to speak up on their behalf.
That won't be a popular stand just at the moment.
I don't expect it to be.
This war is a new kind of war. It is different from all other wars of the past.
December 7th was quite a day. Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. On the same day, December 8th, on the other side of the international date line, places called Guam, Wake, Malay Peninsula, Hong Kong, the Philippine Islands were also attacked by the Army, Air Force, and Navy of the Empire of Japan. Marines will do battle with the Japs on tiny specks of turf that we have never heard of. You, non-commissioned officers, you are the sinew and the muscle of the Corps. The orders come from the brass, and you get it done.
And I've been discussing the situation with General Marshall. He agrees with your recommendation. Our joint strategy should be Europe first.
Good, I'm delighted to hear it.
The situation in the Pacific is nowhere near as bad as some people think.
Singapore is impregnable, an island fortress.
I've got a first-class general in control of the garrison. You can rely on Singapore.
Good, excellent.
Now, regarding Europe, it's my view
We are in no position to even consider an invasion this year.
Agreed. What's the matter, sir?
Thanks, Doctor. I'm not feeling well.
Yes, all right. He's had a heart attack. Fairly minor, but a heart attack nevertheless. He should be kept in bed for at least 6 weeks, but that's impossible. If the American newspapers got wind of it, the whole
damn world to be told Winston's an invalid with a dicky heart, and that'd be disastrous. Nobody must hear of this. Nobody. Not Mrs. Churchill, not even him.
That's it, Dad. I gotta go. Bye, son.
Was equipment?
The Gestapo have been very successful in infiltrating our network. What is your mission?
Operation Anthropoid.
Anthropoid?
We are here to assassinate SS Obergruppenführer Reinhard Heydrich.
Heydrich? Why stop with Heydrich? Why not have a go at Hitler as well? He's only 300 kilometers down the road in a small village called Berlin.
What's the point of our being here?
None. They are letting the Japs have Lingbao. I've been ordered to evacuate.
Well, my wounded won't survive being moved.
Take the ones that will.
I want to thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to work.
You're welcome. I'm sure you're doing a great job.
The SS beat me up. They would have killed me, but I'm essential to the war effort. Thanks to you.
That's great.
So, and this is for his niece, Greta. It's about
By the
Greta
way,
Essendorf.
don't ever do that to me again.
Go, drive, don't bow.
Did you happen to notice that that man had one arm?
Did he?
What's his use?
Very useful. Ingel Halto! Halegla!
Gentlemen, your places are identified.
Thank you all for coming. Please sit down.
Adolf Eichmann, SS Gestapo, Office of Jewish Affairs, and that should be... Yes, that's all.
And I am Heydrich, SS Chief of Reich Security Main Office and Vice Protector of Bohemia and Moravia. And welcome. So, to begin, we have a storage problem in Germany with these Jews. We indeed have eliminated the Jew from our national life. Now, more than that, the Jew himself must be physically eradicated from our living space. Then, in acquiring Poland, we acquired 2.5 million more. So by last July, we were met with a new situation. We would, in very short order, be acquiring some 5 million Jews as we conquered Russia. Who would want them was the policy's ultimate limitation. Every border in Europe rejects them or charges outrageously to accept them.
America?
Even America, thank you, yes, where Jews whisper all the time and Roosevelt see us, still they turn them away.
I favor sterilization, I think. Why not?
X-rays, injections. Why are we discussing theoretical solutions?
We do not have the food for them. The stink of their diseases does not stop at the walls. And you ship them up to us by the thousands to deal with. What are we to do? We have no place to put them. We have no more place to put our own. We cannot shoot 3.5 million Jews. We cannot poison them, and we cannot use them.
Mass shootings by our groups create morale problems.
I can so testify. We've had to deal with the backlash when it comes to German ones.
And if your method of disposing of all these Jews diverts military units and rolling stock from the Eastern Front,
Then it is a stupid choice.
Inefficient use of time, troops, equipment, bullets, no. As Major Langer will learn, using gas is much cheaper and less public. Please.
The T4 euthanasia program has used injections, but most effectively, a carbon monoxide gas. We began using it on Polish mental patients in Brandenburg in January 1940. Now, an area is constructed that resembles a shower room or a bath. And the subjects are brought in naked, as though for a shower. And outside, stainless steel tanks pump in pure carbon monoxide. Last summer, we ordered the construction of 20 mobile gassing trucks, using their redirected exhaust back into the chamber. 3 such trucks have been in use since last month at the Chelmo camp, now called Kumhof.
Already constructed, under our noses.
In each truck, you can get in 40 to 60 Jews at a time. In fact, the more you have in, the faster it works. Now, last summer, Reichsfuhrer Himmler asked me to visit a camp up in Upper Silesia called Auschwitz, which is very well isolated and close to significant rail access. And we are turning that camp into a major center, solid structures. And here's where your Jewish labor comes into play, Herr Neumann. The Jews haul the bricks, and they build the buildings themselves. And when the structures are complete, we expect to be able to process 2,500 an hour. Not a day, an hour.
60,000 each day.
That's 21,900,000 Jews a year, if ever there were that many.
We are also constructing the means of disposal, which will obviously depend upon the process of combustion.
Yes, it will be industrial in nature, large commercial gas-fed ovens, no residue to speak of.
Assembly line!
Yes, the clever Americans have shown us that, but we put it to the purpose of a triumphant German vision. Triumphant German vision.
I told President Roosevelt Singapore was impregnable.
It seems the garrison is not as well fortified as we thought.
I give him my word. Most of the guns can only fire seaward, which leaves our troops vulnerable to an attack from the north.
Oh, why weren't we told about this?
I'm afraid we were misinformed by the Joint Intelligence Committee.
Bloody hell.
Lomax, my friend. I think we have just witnessed the fall of the British Empire.
He won't leave the Philippines unless you order him off, Mr. President.
Cut an order, put my name to it.
You are now United States Army Air Corps aviators. For that achievement, I congratulate you.
Well, gentlemen, now I can tell you that we're going to Tokyo. And we're gonna bomb it. That comes as a special request directly from President Roosevelt. The Navy's gonna sneak us about 400 miles off the Japanese coast and we'll launch from the carrier there.
Has that ever even been done before? Taking Army bombers off of Navy carriers?
No.
Okay.
Это машина. Увозили евреев.
Я не виноват. Они меня заставили.
Пусть горит, тварь.
Reload! This is not a gun. To you, it is Bar Kokhba's spear. It is Samson's jawbone. It is Ehud's sword. It is the slingshot young David used to bring down the monster Goliath. And we will become warriors, like the Maccabees and the Sicarii. Brave men and women fighting for...
That's our man. 5 minutes after 9.
What's this?
My brushes.
Well, you should look after them better.
Liesel, you know, she never listens to me. So, how's our basement?
Perfectly useless. Ceiling is too low.
What for?
Air raid shelters. Every street has to have one. You should be more careful.
Ja, Herr Aiden.
Now my friends are there. Covered in dirt and grass and eaten by worms. I don't want to have to visit my sons here. You won't be able to live with yourself if you go.
No, I won't be able to live with myself if I don't. I'm gonna be a medic. That's gonna be my way to serve.
See, there you go, thinking it all out. But you figure this war is just going to fit in with you? Your ideas?
Well, I don't doubt it's gonna be hard.
It won't be hard, it'll be impossible. You know, whatever beliefs you have in your crazy head now, they won't ever play out. It don't work that way. And if by some, I don't know, miracle chance you survive, you won't be giving no thanks to God.
敵の航空基地を破壊し、攻略部隊を上陸させます。その後速やかに道東を占領。同時に我が機動部隊はミッドウェイとハワイの中間海域で待機。必ず誘い出されるであろう敵機動部隊を待ち受け、全力をもってその撃滅を図ります。
昭和17年5月27日、山本五十六長官座上の戦艦大和は南雲機動部隊の後を追い、ミッドウェイを目指し200隻を超える大艦隊と共に出撃した。
Frank has temporarily taken Heydrich's place and has proclaimed a state of emergency and a curfew. A reward of 10 million crowns will be given for any information that leads to the arrest of the criminals. Anyone caught aiding the criminals will be shot, along with his entire family.
We didn't even kill him.
Wounded.
How bad?
It's hard to say. The SS still have the hospital surrounded, so presumably he's still alive.
They tried to assassinate Heydrich. His car was bombed in Prague. He's not expected to live.
Oh, how dreadful.
Reinhard Heydrich has died in hospital. A direct result of the injuries sustained in the...
The village of Liditze, in which the assassins were believed to have taken refuge, has been liquidated.
Bring die Frau her.
Wo sind die Fallschirmspringer?
Where are the parachutists?
I know nothing. You must be confusing us with other Moravians.
The Germans are surrounding the church. We have to warn the others.
No, there is no time. Take up defensive positions. We hold them from here.
Edith, the children, and I are going into hiding. Mr. Van Puls and his family will join us. We're not going to wait for the Nazis to drag us away. We'll simply disappear.
Where will you go?
Here,
I don't understand.
in the annex at the back of this building. We make the move on the 16th of July.
That's less than a month away.
Kleiman and Kugler have been helping to move in certain belongings and supplies, a little at a time. We'll need someone to rely on for necessities, to act as caretaker. You know how much I trust you here in the office, but what I'm asking of you now is...
Yes, I'll do it, of course.
Think me. It'll be a great burden, not without risk. The penalties are bound to be severe.
I said yes. I meant it.
Zyklon B.
I'm not a chemist. Can you tell me something about it?
Yes, Zyklon B has a prussic acid base.
It's in crystalline form in the can. Expose it to the air, and it vaporizes.
Has it been tested?
Oh, it's in general use for cleansing large areas of rats, lice, other vermin.
Has it been tested on,
Humans?
Well, you know the sort of thing, criminals, incurables.
You would know better than I about that, Major. I can only tell you it's a first-class agent for delousing, fumigation. It won't clog machinery, and there's no apparatus to break down as in carbon monoxide.
Why do you mention carbon monoxide?
Rumors.
The recent bombings of our northern airfields give us every reason to believe that the NIP's next move will be a massive invasion of the Australian...
This will put people off the track. If anyone inquires, tell them that we've gone to Switzerland.
She's waiting here. Oh, thank God.
$6,000 a day.
How shall we select them?
You're members of the Jewish Council of Warsaw Ghetto. You know your people.
What do we tell them?
Tell them the truth. They're being transported to family camps in Russia.
Work camps?
Exactly.
People may resist.
You people haven't resisted yet. You realize since the murder of Heydrich, we can't be as merciful as we have been.
But at the rate of 6,000 a day, the ghetto will be emptied.
Nonsense. We just want to drain off the excess.
What's that mean, no employment certificate?
You have to have an employment certificate now. Work for one of the German firms in the ghetto, otherwise...
Otherwise what?
You'll be deported.
So the rumors are true.
They're going to resettle us. Send us to labor camps in the east.
Today's the day, Marines! This is it! Today's the day! They'll go round-eyed when the first American plane lands on their airfield! Heads down in the boats! Hit the beach! Keep moving to your rendezvous points and primary objectives! When you see the Japs, kill them all! Yeah! Go! Let's go get them! Move it, move it! Hands on the vertical, feet on the horizontal. Make it tight, get down there, come on! Hands on the vertical down there!
chasing geese, boys. It's the 5th Marines on the airfield.
Guess we took the airfield.
Well, let's go home.
That's Admiral Turner blowing the whole Jap fleet to the bottom of the channel.
Love your optimism.
Son of a bitch. Where's the Navy?
Gone. We lost 4 cruisers. Turner took everyone left and headed for open sea. We're it for now.
Du.
Die anderen zieht euch an und meldet euch dann hier zurück. Und bringt euer Zeug mit. 15 Kilo, nicht mehr.
Wohin bringen Sie uns?
Lena?
What?
It's a funny time to say this, but
What?
I wish I knew you better.
Thank you.
Sag, bist du noch nie Zug gefahren? Das ist gut. Spielmann! Spielmann! Papa! Papa! Mama, Alina! Alina! Mama! What do you think you're doing, Spielmann? I've saved your life! Now get out! Just go! Go! Don't run!
There aren't 10 people alive who have seen what you just saw.